want to give that a few minutes to mix. Right now there's a lot of chunks, and the cocoa powder type that we got, it tends to clump a bit more, so it needs a few minutes. I could also use a sifter, sort of scrape it in there, but I don't know. I'm used to this because normally I have all four of these going at one time, and so I'm going to give that just a second. In the meantime, so as you probably saw, I had the mix, the dry mix in here, and I used to use it in here. This is our very first one from years ago, and it is definitely becoming a good old machine, and it's becoming an antique because it just can't hold up the snuff anymore. So I use it a lot for some of the lighter batters like vanilla and stuff like that, and doing like whipped cream and things like that. We call it chantilly. It's special. It's a cute name, and it's just better for it. As you can see, it's just about ready to go. So what I'm going to do to mix it properly is I'm going to actually just give it a good mix so that it likes to stick on the wall. So get it away from the wall, and then after you do this probably 1,000 times or more, like I have, you can look at it and say, yes, that is definitely the right consistency for the Silver Rose Bakery chocolate cake batter, because it's definitely not the red velvet one. It's way too dark. All right, let's go ahead and add the wet ingredients. Now I'm gonna probably have you stand back like 40 feet because this is probably gonna go everywhere like it always does. But yeah, give that a minute there. Yeah, only got one drop this time. Might seem like a little too long to let it go for a cake, but for chocolate I like to let it really mix and have time. Otherwise there is a lot of sugar still concentrated on the bottom, a lot of cocoa powder just stuck against the wall. So here I put the coffee into this flask, and then move it back to the one I was before. I just like to make sure all the cream that I use and all the wet ingredients fully mixed in. Hot coffee, chocolate cake batter. You get cake mix for yourself and your kids at home. Add a little coffee. Tell me it's gonna make a world difference. I'm not gonna tell you what coffee we use, but just use coffee. Tell me now. A little, probably because I'm nervous about doing this on camera for once. I'm going to give that about probably another 30 seconds to mix before I take a spatula and just mix by hand to get some of the stuff that's on the wall of the bowl off the wall. So when I press down here, I feel there's a lot of batter. So I'm gonna take that off. Just do a quick scrape, get some of the really good parts of this batter, which are always on the mixing paddle. Just get in there, really. As you can see right there, you notice that there's a lot of extra batter, so I need to takes some time to mix it in. And you can feel it too. You can even feel like it's like you're trying to dig your fingers through mud. If you remember as a kid trying to get your fingers through the mud, this is definitely what it feels like. And you want to get all this stuff out there, because that's honestly the best parts of the cake. So if you can, the more you can get off, the more chocolatey this cake is going to be. Then give it a good mix. Should be ready for panning. All right, I'm gonna get it in the pan and get it baked.